My third website is called Storyline Online. I chose it because it has people reading books to kids, and I think that's so important because sometimes students struggle with reading and then they try to read it, they focus on reading it and decoding so hard that they don't comprehend what they're actually reading. So this is a wonderful way for those students to actually comprehend and work on comprehension skills um, with reading instead of having to focus on just decoding and comprehending. It is really neat also because it has celebrities reading to the students, so the students might recognize who the person is that is reading to them. And if they don't recognize them, they still know that they're famous, and so they might think that that's really, really cool that a famous person is reading to them. I also think it shows that students, I think it also will show that celebrities see that reading is important. So maybe if these famous people say that reading is important, that students will see that as well. That is my hope anyway. And my purpose for this is I want to use it in a listening center. I have used several different things for listening centers, and I've kind of looked at this one a little bit and I've tested it out, and I feel that this one worked the best. We didn't get to use it a whole lot, but we did use it somewhat so that I could get a feel for what kids thought about it or how they responded to it. And kids responded really well to this website because, and they told me it was because if they could take all these books and they could pick a book that they liked and they didn't have to do anything else. And once they were done with that book, they could click the backspace button and pick a new book. And they're being um, constantly updated too, so that kids can pick different ones and they're not always just the same books. My audience is the students, my second graders to be exact, and my two standards are 6D, which is model and nurture creativity and creative expression to communicate ideas, knowledge, or connection, and 2B, which is advocate for equitable access to educational technology, digital content, and learning opportunities to meet diverse learning needs of all students. And so when you get onto the website, it looks just like this, and there's all these different books for students. When they kind of go over it and they rest on the book, it has the celebrity that is going to read to them with the book in their hand. And what I love about this is that for upper elementary students, I think that they might recognize these celebrities a little bit more than maybe younger kids would. And they might look through and try to find somebody that, oh, maybe who they recognize. Oh, I recognize Oprah, so I can click on her book, and maybe I like her book. Or they can go through and see the title of the book and the pictures and see which book looks most interesting to them as well. So there's different factors that might help them select a book. And if they don't like any of these books on here, they can click, and let's say they like Clark the Shark and Chris Pine to read it to them, and they can pick either SchoolTube or YouTube, and they can just click on it and it will pop up like this, and then they just click read, and it will just, and they introduce themselves, which is great. And he introduces himself. And I'll kind of go forward a little bit. Now, something I really love is that it has the words down here, but it has the pictures popping up in a fun way. So it is really awesome. I'm really into this website, and it's really great.